Welcome back. I hope you guys are doing really great. Today is leap day, leap year, the day of the leap. I don't know what they call it. But I am going to do a little Valentine's Day look. I know it's really late, but I've been super busy dealing with a lot of stuff in life. Still, of course, that I haven't really had a chance to actually do my makeup literally in probably 2 weeks since I did the full glam on my niece. But makeup for me, literally 2 weeks now, roughly. So I'm going to use one of the new palettes that I got. I've gotten quite a bit this last month just because it's my birthday month, you know. I need the whole month. But I didn't know that Ulta gives out double points for your birthday month. So I've been buying a lot of makeup. Let's get started on this makeup look. I told you guys in the past that I was going to start doing my eyebrows on camera, and today is the day that I'm gonna do it. So that's what I'm gonna start with. I bought some new stuff, but I didn't want to try that today just because I was like, okay, well, what if I hate it? Then what am I gonna do? Take off my whole face and start the video over? Yeah, I don't think so. Well, let's get this bad boy started. To outline my eyebrows, I outline them a little bit and then I like feather it in, right? And then I do a little bit of some eyebrow gel. So to outline them, I use Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade. It looks like this. It's a little container. It's in blonde. And then to draw them in, I use NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in blonde also. And with the pomade, I got this little spoolie on one end, you know, and then a little tiny brush on the other. And I love this brush because it came in a little, like, piece of plastic. And I keep it in this to keep fuzzies off of my spoolie at the end. Step one is, you know, you always brush out your eyebrows. In the future, I will do a step-by-step on how I do my eyebrows. Today, I'm just going to fast forward through it really quick because I'm not ready to get into that yet. I haven't fully figured out what steps I like to do. I'm doing the same thing that I normally do because this is what I found that I like, and I might end up sticking with this in the future because I feel like everything else that I've tried in the past hasn't really worked. So, let's go. One thing I really like about this cream pomade is that if you mess up or anything before having to conceal it, you can just take a little bit of like a makeup remover wipe and then just wipe it. I didn't want to get it in my eyebrow hairs and not have something stick or set right. I'm going to top it off with my e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. Brows are done, and before I put on concealer to clean them up, I do want to use some moisturizer. The moisturizer I'm going to use today is Water Flash Coconut Water Cream Hydration Boosting. It's from Avec. It's this cute little tube. Of course it has to be white. But I got it in my Ipsy bag, and I've been trying to use new moisturizers on my face because I'm just trying to have a broader spectrum of what I use. That way I'm not stuck with the same one. The last couple days my nose started peeling, and I don't know what the hell happened, but it was hideous and horrible. I finally peeled all the skin off with a pair of tweezers. It's the only thing that had helped me was the pair of tweezers. Now, the concealer that I'm going to use to clean up my eyebrows is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer in 21. This thing is freaking huge, you guys. And the, what is this called? A doe's foot? Is that what it's called? It's huge, kind of like the Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. I was going to go just in with this thing, but I've made that mistake too many times before. I'm going to use my flat definer brush, just have this, you know, hold it, and then clean it up like that. I'm going to blend it out with my little baby blending brush so I don't look like a crazy person. I meant to say, since I don't use concealer as a primer for my eyes, I don't want to go too low on my eyes. I keep playing with the colors of the ring light that I'm using, so if you see that the color changes, that's because I'm playing with it and seeing which one I like the best, because the warm one and the like natural one reflect off my face too much, and this one makes me look tan. Okay, not tan in your book, but tanner than this white that I normally am. Look at that eyebrow. I can't arch my left one by itself, but I'm pretty proud of how well I've done my eyebrows with just literally doing them for the last like 2 weeks or so. So let me be proud of them. I'm using my Tarte Base Tape Primer, of course, on my eyes. And since I have a little bit of concealer, I'm going to kind of tap it into the top where the concealer is. I don't want to smear that. And don't come at me for my freaking nails, because they are ugly and I know. Now, the palette that I'm using today is a new one that I got. I got the new Jeffree Star X Morphe palette, which we already know. But I also got the Morphe 39S. Pretty sure it's a gem palette. Such a gem palette. This thing is fucking beautiful, you guys. You ready for this? Look at how gorgeous that is. I normally wouldn't have gone for this palette because there is a lot of purple, and I do use a lot of purple, so I'm trying to like go outside my comfort zone. So I was really happy when I was like, let's do a fucking Valentine's look and we can use our new palette. I've used it once before and I used purples and I loved it and blah 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 blah. But today we're gonna do like a reddish pinkish looking thing with glitter. I think. We may not do glitter. We'll see in the future. So excited, you guys. When I got all my Ulta gift cards, I got a shit ton of new brushes and things. So I'm pretty happy. Let's see. What am I going to start with? I want a darker pink color. So I'm going to start in this Such a Gem palette, and I'm going to go for Wine Not color, which is this dark wine color. Haha, they're funny. And I'm going to use my Morphe 321 brush, the small blending tapping brush. I retired my Eco Tools brush since I got this brush. I'm just going to put this in the corner of my eye. And of course I'm tapping it in. And then at the edge blending a little bit back and forth. I'm going to go in with the Very Good color, this one right here, and I'm going to use that as a transition shade. So I'm going to take my M321 brush and tap it right on the line. Then I'm going to go in with my small blending brush with nothing on it. Alright, you guys, I've got to move down my camera because I don't like how it's pointed at my face. I dropped my camera a little bit to see if this will maybe make it a little bit better when I'm blending and putting on my makeup so you guys can see better. So back to what I was doing with my blending. I'm going to take my Morphe M505 brush, again with nothing on this brush either. I'm being really gentle on the corners. I'm going to take some of that Very Good color and I'm going to tap it into my crease just in the front part from where my skin tone right here color starts, or the dark stops, and blend it. I want it a little bit pinker. I'm going to try out my new Jeffree Star, the Morphe X Jeffree Star brush. It is the JS9. It's kind of pointed, so that's why I'm trying this one. I'm going to take my eye shader brush. I want to pack some of that wine color into the corner to really buff that up and mush it over just a tiny bit more. I love this brush and brushes like this because you can really pack stuff in. Let me cut my crease. Of course, I'm going to use my Juvia's Place with my flat shader brush, so I'm going to do that really quick off camera, and I will be right back. Alright, my crease is cut. I'm going to use a little bit of that Very Good color to blend out in between this little line. I'm kind of going left and right with this so I can mush the concealer in too. You guys, I really love this Juvia's Place concealer though. It's not super thick, but not runny. It's like the perfect consistency, meaning that it goes on really well and it's not transparent. It's really opaque. I'm just taking my M321 brush and finishing off some blending. I'm gonna get my e.l.f. HD Perfecting Powder and I want to set this because we all know the problems I've had in the past when trying to do a cut crease and not setting my concealer before I put glitter on. Every time I open this, I get so scared that I'm going to open it to something scary because of all the times I've broken it the last couple weeks. Ugh. I'm going to go in with my Morphe X Jeffree Star JS11 brush, a little flat brush. If you have smaller eyes, I don't suggest you use this brush as what I'm using it for because you'll overtake your eyes because it is kind of big, which is nice for the area I have on my eye. More about the concealer. Sometimes you put concealer on and you know how it turns kind of pinky if you have red colors and things like that, so on and so forth. The concealer turns that color. I didn't have that problem. It is not pink. It's pretty, well, it's white now, but it was my skin tone before. I'm going to use, I haven't figured out what glitter I want to use yet, because I was going to use pink, and then I didn't want to use pink, and then I wanted to use pink. I'm so sad the other day, I was putting makeup on for my birthday dinner, but I cut into a couple colors on my Jeffree Star Morphe palette. I'm not going to use an eyeshadow. I'm going to use my liquid eyeshadow, my Glitterazzi Hard Candy Eyeshadow Duo in Cosmo Queens, this pink one, like I used on my niece. I really can't stress it enough, you guys. Make sure you don't open your eyes when you use this. I just can't stress it enough on not opening your eye. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a couple minutes. One thing while my eyes are closed, you guys. Last night I did my eyelashes again, and I got a new eyelash, like new eyelash glue, and it says for professionals only, blah, blah, blah. Then on the outside it says, do not use near eyes. What the fuck? My fiance made the joke of, what were you supposed to do, put it on your toes? And I was like, should I put it on my toes to freak him out? Make eyelashes on my toes? How freaky would that be if your toes had eyelashes? I'm just going to be back when this is dry. I'm going to go actually off camera while this dries, and I'm going to do my other eye so I'm not just sitting here fanning myself for 10 minutes, which it's not going to take that long. It's almost dry, I can tell. So when I learn how to speak English, when I come back, we will finish off the rest of my makeup look. I will see you guys shortly. Real quick comeback. I was just like thinking about how there's girls out there that just leave their makeup like this. What? Like, come on, just blend it. Like, they like it and they can pull it off. I can't. I just want to blend it, period. Kind of like me as a hairdresser, I really just look at how people do curls with a wand, like a curler, and then don't pull them out, like brush them out and comb them out. Like, That's 2000s, guys. Let's get to 2020, baby. But, sorry. Squirrel. I'll be back. Another thing with the glitter is, I've probably said this before, but tap it on, don't pull it. Because even though I set my concealer with setting powder, it will still mix with this since it's a liquid and turn into a goopy mess. So make sure you tap it on. Tap, 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 tap. And don't use too much because then you're glooping on too much shit. Sorry. Just been thinking about little tips and tricks as I go, so I figured I'd share them with you guys. My glitter is completely dry now. Let's move on to the face. So I've been seeing all over the ELF Poreless Putty Primer, and I got it. Got it at Walmart. It was like $8. It wasn't very much, but it comes in this little container. And look how beautiful. It's a pinkish tone. We're going to use this today. I like this. This is like other, not liquid, but it's kind of sticky. I don't know how to explain it. It does feel like a putty, that's for sure. One other thing when I was doing the glitter, make sure you don't have your corner of your eye open at all when you do it in the corner. Ooh, I like that. And it doesn't make a weird residue on your hand. Like, it makes your face tacky, but it does not leave a weird residue on your hand. I normally put my foundation on, then my concealer on top of it, but I'm going to try something new that I saw. Let me tell you guys, I hate having a scar right here. I have my eyebrow pierced, and then I have a line scar from, I don't know what I did as a kid, but I must have hit my head on something and left myself a scar because it doesn't blend right when I put eyeshadow there. Now I gotta see how this really works. At some point in the future, I'm gonna get some color corrector, some green, to put around my nose when I do my makeup, because around my nose is really red. And sometimes I feel like I have a problem with it covering. I got a new foundation, and it is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. It is in light ivory. I just got the same color that I have in my other NYX, but this one's a pump. This stuff's like actual foundation. It's not all runny like the other NYX foundation. And the reason why I'm not tapping in my concealer yet is because I don't want to get the really white all over my face. This color is my skin tone, better than the other stuff. I need to stop putting on so much concealer. I really like that foundation and the way I put on the concealer and stuff. You can see how much brighter it is. I am going to go back through though and do what I normally do. One of the biggest things I love about the Juvia's Place line is how much of a color spectrum they have for the skin tones. It was really hard for me to find my skin tone because I got the warm, one of the lightest colors but warm, because I have warm skin tone but cool skin tone. My skin tone is really weird, and it's really hard to find concealer because it's literally like, oh, ivory, oh, porcelain, oh, alabaster, oh, that's it. And Juvia's Place has so much more in between that, plus darker. It's not just like a million shades in white skin tone and then none in dark, which I really, really like. Because, yeah, I have really white skin, but just like how I have really light skin, people have different color dark skin too, and medium skin, and all that. If you guys need a new concealer or even foundation, I want to end up getting their foundation. They have a very wide spectrum. I'm just blending back in those lines. You guys all know I always mess up my lines. Time for powder, time for powder. Of course, I'm using my Morphe 406 brush. Of course, using my ELF Perfect Finish HD powder. Let me get my bronzing brush. I still haven't found another bronzer that I like. I'm wondering if maybe if I get a different bronzer and use this brush that I like, if I will like, you know, a different bronzer. Because I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the contour palette that was popular a couple years ago. I have that I absolutely loved when I used it, but I also was making myself too much, way too much. It was like cut lines and it was horrible. But I did get a new highlighter, so let's get rid of this. I got a new kabuki brush. It's a flat kabuki brush. I got it for like $3. It's a Walmart brand, but I really like it. It's harder, like a more stubby kind of brush. Time for some blush. You guys, it broke again. That heartbreak. The new blush that I got it in my last Ipsy bag this last month, and I haven't used it yet. I did kind of like swatch it, you know, like we all do. Don't know if anybody else gets a makeup subscription like I do, but instantly when I get anything new, I will swatch it right then and there. Like, I have to swatch it. It is called, it's K. Voss Fairy Dust Pressed Highlighter. It's really cute. Make sure everything's blended out, all beautiful, blend, blend, blend. Well, I am now going to put a wing in. I got new NYX eyeliner with some of my Ulta gift cards that I got. And I only talk about Ulta because that's where everyone buys them. Because I don't shop at Sephora because the closest Sephora is about 45 minutes away and I don't want to drive that far to get makeup. Sorry, I love makeup, but not that much. Because then I'm wasting gas too. So I normally have the NYX vinyl eyeliner. I got the matte eyeliner and I wanted to try it today because I've never used this one. I've only ever used the vinyl one. And the vinyl one cracks me up because when I take it off, it peels off. It's wonderful. It just comes off easy. The vinyl one does not do that when I'm wearing it. So let's try this one really fast. And it's the same kind of bottle, same kind of brush. I almost forgot the highlight above, you know, my eyebrow bone in the corner of my eye. So I'm going to use my Morphe 39S Such a Gem palette. The color I'm going to use is the, oh yes, this pink right here. I'm going to use my finger in the corner of my eye anyways. And this palette too, be careful when you use the glitter colors because they're not mushy necessarily, but they're very, very soft. I'm going to figure out what lipstick I want to wear. I didn't even put setting spray on yet, so I'm going to do that too while I'm off camera. And I'm going to use my normal one, my Nicole Miller New York primer setting spray, which one thing is that I did this off camera earlier today too, is I sprayed it on my eyebrows when I was done to kind of set them. I know I used the gel mascara and the clear mascara and all that, but I'm really bad at rubbing my face and it seems to help from it coming off. Smearing it and stuff has happened to me before when I'm not wearing makeup. I've smeared it on my face and I don't need brown all over my face. I'm going to set my face, get some lipstick, and I will be back to see you guys out. The lipstick I'm going to use is not a lipstick. It's Hard Candy Plumping Serum. And it is in the color Sunkissed. It is this like tannish, really pretty color. Smells like cake, but does not taste like cake. Don't eat it. Only thing about this stuff, I love this stuff because I have a couple more of them, but they're really sticky. So I normally use them as like a top coat if I'm using like a matte lipstick that I want to make more glossy. I'll put it right on, you know, this part of my lip, the fatty part. But I wear my hair down, half down a lot like this, a lot when I'm working, and I don't need it stuck in it, you know. Like in high school when you're wearing your super sticky lip gloss. Well, all of you 90s babies anyways. Us super sticky lip gloss people, and then it's stuck in there forever. Disgusting. Well guys, this is the finished look. I can feel my lips tingling from the plumping lip gloss. Are they bigger? Just kidding. Make sure you give my video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Send some people over. Send my video to people. I don't know. I had a lady the other day actually ask me for my YouTube because she wants to learn makeup. So getting my name out there, you guys should help me too. And turn on your notification bell. Since my videos have been absolutely fucking nuts, I want to make sure you guys know when I put out a video. Yes, I can post it on Facebook, but not all of you guys have me on fucking Facebook. So I love you guys, and I'm super grateful for you guys' support, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. So I hope you guys take care and have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, week, whatever. Love you guys. Bye.